need that has to be filled. I think what makes Jam Galaxy unique as a tokenomics of music project is really two things. We're pretty sophisticated on the decentralized finance side. So we're going to reuse a bunch of what we've done in Singularity DAO on music. So Singularity DAO basically uses machine learning and machine reasoning to automatically trade and market make for baskets of altcoins. And we're doing this on Ethereum now because it's where the liquidity is. I'm really looking forward to launching SingDAO on Cardano, where you have baskets of native assets, sort of like exchange traded funds that are dynamically reweighted by the AI. And then AI is trading and market making for these dynamically weighted baskets. So you can have a basket of tokenized music tokens. You can have a basket of AI project tokens. You can have a basket of supply chain oriented tokens, and the AI is then trading these baskets, right? So one thing we're doing in Jam Galaxy is, well, hey, you can have a basket of tokens. It's almost like a Spotify playlist, right? Like you can have a basket of like grindcore music tokens, right? You can have a basket of shred guitar music tokens or a basket of modern classical music tokens, whatever it is. And then you can have machine learning working to trade these baskets of tokens. You can define futures and options on them. So I want to pull, not only provide musicians with a way to make NFTs of their songs and tokenize themselves as artists with tokens that yield royalty streams, but you want to provide a derivative DeFi ecosystem on top of that. So then you're turning the fans of musicians who want to do something to help those musicians, right? You're turning the fans of musicians into advocates for the DeFi products derived from those musicians' tokens, which is pretty funky. And the other unique aspect there is the AI aspect, where one of the things that musicians can get reward tokens for, I mean, as well as just putting up great music that people want to listen to, one of the things musicians can get reward tokens for is contributing data to the Jam Galaxy, like musical data commons, right? So for example, if you have a band and you record something in the studio and you have multiple tracks, right? Upload that raw multi-track recording to the Jam Galaxy data commons. You get some reward tokens for that. The AI will then train models. So the AI could train models of you as a musician. If someone else wants a virtual simulacrum of you in their band, then they can pay some tokens to the virtual model trained on you to have it play in their band. But we can also use that as training data, right? So we're training models to automate the mixing and production process. If your data was useful training the model that automates mixing and production, then you get a little bit of tokens when anyone uses that AI music producer, right? So you're bringing DeFi and AI into the tokenized music ecosystem. And so getting back to your question of like, how does this scaling up and decrease of cost and everything of AI on blockchain affect the end user? I mean, it's everywhere, right? In this case, we're seeing it's in music, but there's a whole fine arts and visual arts story that David Hansen will tell you that ties into the Sophiaverse metaverse that we're building on Singularity Net also. So music happens to be my own hobby, so I put a bunch of time into that. But the same story across every vertical market will be transformed. And just as a final point on that, it happens that the co-founders of Jam Galaxy are all musicians. So we've recorded some pretty cool music of our own progressive jazz fusion jazz band together with a humanoid robot performing some AI generated vocals, some spoken word and a little singing. So look out for the Jam Galaxy band recordings, human plus robot, to hit YouTube at some point also.